YouTube creators and modern guitar gear marketing. Let's talk about it. In present day, when a piece of guitar gear comes out, whether that's a guitar, an amplifier, a pedal, a plug-in, anything related to the music industry, honestly, I mean, this happens with drums and keyboards and things like that as well. But in my space, I see it predominantly in the guitar industry. And whenever a new release happens, we seemingly see it everywhere. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. All of a sudden, you wake up, you jump on your YouTube feed or your Instagram feed or your Facebook feed or Twitter feed or whatever feed it is, and you are bombarded with that new product. And you have all of these people seemingly promoting the same exact thing. And I think people are kind of sick of that. So to understand how we got here, we should really talk about how it used to be before social media was a marketing tool. For decades, since the printing press was invented, previously, any company that wanted to advertise something, whether that was a new feature, a new product, an event that was happening near you, they would advertise in print magazines. Remember guitar magazines? Remember the cool ads that we would see for strings, the new signature guitar, anything? That was the purpose of print ads in magazines. Now, as you enter the early 2000s, or really even up until 2010, this was really still the standard on which, companies would advertise and inform you, the consumer, on, how something was out. And then you kind of saw a shift, and that's where people like myself come into play a little bit. Now, I've been doing this channel for 13, 14 years now at this point. I started posting my first videos in real late 2010, took some of those really early ones down a long time ago. So really the first video that I have on this channel dates back to about 2011. Now, I was not the first YouTube guitar guy by any stretch of the imagination. However, for a long time, social media and the guitar space was really just a collaborative thing. And it was just a bunch of us kind of sitting in our houses going, hey, this thing's pretty cool. Check this out. Like, check out this guitar I bought, or check out this pickup I bought, or I'm going to compare these two things. And it was pretty innocent and really organic. And I think that was a draw, at least in the early days, of a lot of people watching guys like Ola England, dear friend of mine. I love Ola. I love Keith Merrow, Rob Chappers, The Tone King, Doug Doppler. I recently made a video on some of my early influences on this channel. However, in those days, there was no thought to, a company working with any of us to promote any new cool thing. It was always folks like me begging and pleading our space in the gear world, in the guitar world, to at least borrow the thing and make something cool with it. And at the same time, we got to check out that thing. And it was nothing more than that for a really, really long time. And as the years have gone by, now this is the new print ad. I am the new print ad. And I don't know, a lot of us never really had a say in that, at least in the beginning. So when a company comes to a YouTube channel like me, they say, hey, we have this new thing, and the terms are always widely different, right? So sometimes it's you get the thing and you can just keep the thing and make whatever you want with it. Other times I work with a company and it's a very formal, here's some information about it. We would like to see the video ahead of time. An embargo, important word we'll talk about in just a second. The embargo is this future date, so don't release anything until that date and time that is specified, right? So an embargo being just that, an embargo. You can't post a photo of it on social media or anything. No public knowledge of this thing exists, so therefore you cannot post it on your feed, even in a casual light, right? It's top secret. You're in on the secret. And when that happens, us video folk, us creator folk, rarely have an idea of who else is involved in the launch. I don't know if the company's doing, 50 different channels or just me and another channel. I don't know. And for a long time, it was just a couple of us. And then over the years, it became this huge, giant thing of we're going to put this product everywhere at the same time and hit everyone over the head with it. And it drives me nuts when companies do that. Now, what's the reason that companies would want to do that? Well, really, it looks good on a spreadsheet for them. Let's be honest. However, it's coverage. It's proof that your launch campaign was doing something. It's a short-term launch. Let's get everything out and then let's see what happened as a result. As opposed to something like a trickle marketing effect where, you'll have 2 or 3 people kind of cover it in different spaces, right? So for example, my buddies in Rev Amps do it in a really great way. They'll have me cover an amp and then they'll have someone that's not even in my kind of playing style. They'll have someone like Robert Baker, who actually can play, as an example, also have the amplifier. Does that make sense? So they're getting different worlds and different eyes on that product, as opposed to having myself, Ola, Ray, and like all these metal guys do the same thing. So in my mind, that would be an effective launch, and they do that over the course of weeks. And the launch is more of a long-term strategy rather than a short-term throw everything at the wall and let it stick. Now, that's my point of view from the creator side, but let's talk about how that affects the people that are watching, you guys. As someone who has been on the other side of a marketing campaign, it kind of drives me nuts when I log into YouTube and I see nothing but the same thing for the first, 50 videos I scroll through on YouTube, which is a huge reason why I've basically unsubscribed from most gear-related channels or guitar channels. To be completely frank with you guys, I don't watch them because I'm already covering the same things they're covering. So why would I watch that stuff, But for me, it takes away from the experience of checking out something for the first time. And in that, for a lot of people, it also takes away from the genuine effect or the genuine emotions of being excited about something. So now it's become marketing, it's become plastic, it's become a thing that's not even enjoyable anymore. Now you're just annoyed. You don't even care about what the thing actually is. That sucks. So what can we do about it? Well, hopefully some marketing folks at any given guitar company see this video and hear my plead to please don't do that. Please stop. Marketing guys in marketing departments of giant gear companies, please stop giving 100 different products away to creators so they can have 100 different videos on launch day. That drives me nuts, and I think it drives everybody nuts. That's not the way to do it. If you want more juice for your squeeze, do a drip campaign, do some email marketing in addition to some strategic YouTube channel coverage. Because for me, if I want to see a couple of different guys' takes on the same thing, for example, a processor or a guitar or a pickup, I'm going to go check out just a couple of them. I'm not going to check out 100 of them if I'm looking for something. That's just me personally. Your mileage may vary. However, I don't know. I think it's gone too far the other way, and it's now the sole way that we are notified about anything new. And like most of you, it drives me nuts as well. But honestly, being on the other side of it, I have no visibility of who else is part of the launch, although those are questions I will certainly be asking in the future going forward. Those are my random thoughts today. I just thought I would talk about it because it's been happening more and more, and I think it's kind of reached a fever pitch for me personally. And I see your guys' comments, And I see the frustration at the companies that are doing the launches. And I just want to let you guys know that I see you and I hear you. And most of the time, I agree with you as well. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.